Hello, my name is Malcolm Gauld. I'm the president of the Hyde School. And I've taught, coached, and been an administrator for over 35 years, and have watched thousands of kids go to college. I've watched some do well, some not do well, and I've noticed some trends of the people that do well. And several years ago, I started to give a talk to high school seniors on the eve of their graduation. And I developed 5 rules which led to this book, College Success Guaranteed, 5 Rules to Make It Happen. Before I jump into rule number 1, quick overview. This is a do book, not a don't book, meaning I'm focused on what you need to do. I'm sure your parents and your coaches and teachers are filling you full of stuff you shouldn't do, and I'm going to let them do that job. I'm going to focus on what you need to do. Second, the number 168. I don't know if you know what that means, but that's the number of hours in a week. And I'm going to ask you to dedicate not 50, not 40, but 27. And if you can commit to 27 hours, you'll do fine, and you'll have 141 to left over to use as you please. Third, something I've noticed over the years, a simple quote that I came up with. Man is the only animal in the forest that bullshits himself. We're the only species that actually can work against our own interests due to procrastination, oversleeping, overeating, overdrawing our checkbooks, a whole host of behaviors that other animals don't do. And I make that point because I've watched a lot of kids flunk out of college. And the one thing I've noticed is the whole ship's going down, and they're the last to know it because often they're bullshitting themselves about how it's really going. So I've come up with these 5 rules to maybe guard against the problem of bullshitting yourself when you go to college. So with that, jump into rule 1. It's the most important rule. It's maybe more important than the other 4 combined. As a matter of fact, if it's the only rule you followed and you followed it carefully, you might still do okay. So now that I've hopefully built up enough suspense, rule number 1 is very simply, go to class. Go to class, go to class, go to class. And emphasize whichever word you want, just go. And don't make excuses, and just make sure that every day you do that. And you will take care of a number of issues, and a number of good things will fall into place. And if you don't follow that rule, a lot of bad things can fall into place. Of all the kids I have known who have flunked out of college, I've never known someone who went to all their classes and flunked out. And everyone I know that did flunk out didn't go to class, every single time. So if you can make that commitment, you're going to be pleased with the outcome. And when I tell this rule to students, a lot of times they look at me and they go, well, of course I'm going to go to class. Well, chances are you're coming from an environment where if you don't go to class, someone probably will call your parents within 24 hours to find out what's going on. You're going to an environment where no one's going to do that. No one knows if you're going to class, and most people don't care. So take the initiative, take care of business, and go to class, and don't break that rule.